corporate conversation, Sanathan Textiles reported a muted growth in Q4. EBITDA and profit declined on a year-on-year basis. Margins came under pressure. Sammir D Dattani, the executive director of the company, is now with us on the show. Thank you very much, Sammir, for joining in. First, if you could explain what were the headwinds that the company faced in Q4, because of which we've seen a hit on your profitability.
No, I'll just correct you here. Our EBITDA on a quarter-on-quarter basis has improved. The Q3 EBITDA was about 58 crores, while the Q4 EBITDA is 68 crores.
And we were actually looking at it, Sammir, sorry to interrupt, on a year-on-year basis, where the revenues are down 3%, EBITDA down 13-14%, and profits down 16%.
EBITDA
year-on-year.
Yes, EBITDA on a year-on-year is also up. The EBITDA last year was 227 crores versus this year 263 crores.
But that's now talking about FY24 and FY25. We were specifically talking about Q4 versus Q4 of last year.
Okay. I think a fair way to look at it is at an annualized level, because the business will have different cycles through different quarters. But at an annualized level, we have had an improvement of EBITDA of almost 16% on a year-on-year basis. So we've had a good year, how we're looking at it, because PAT has improved and so has the EBITDA. And the last quarter, the Q4, our EBITDA margin has also firmed up, showing a clear sign of better demand and firming up of margins for us.
Sammir, good morning. Thank you for joining in. So even if you take a year-on-year basis for the fourth quarter as well, the margins were slightly narrower. But even then, what are the kind of growth targets now that you are envisaging for the full year, if you want to say for the annualized basis for FY26? Have you set any top line and margin targets for the year?
So Hormaz, this year we'll be starting up a new greenfield facility. It's starting up in Punjab, where we'll be more than doubling our polyester capacity. So the current revenue for this year is around 3,000 crores, whereas next year, FY26, we are estimating a revenue of between 45 to 4,800 crore rupees, because we should get about 3/4 of this new facility production.
So 45 to 4,800 crores from the current about 3,000 crores is what you're trying to say.
That's right.
For FY26, right? Okay. So now that you've gone into FY26 with the way you are with the Punjab plant, are you on track to commission it this quarter?
Yes, we're looking at commissioning in the end of June this quarter.
End of June. And how much revenue does that bring to you?
So we are hoping to get at least 3 quarters. And in terms of capacity, it's going to double our polyester capacity. Our current capacity is about 2 lakh tons, whereas the new facility will be a capacity of 250,000 tons on an annualized level. And we will, current revenue for this is 3,000 crores. And from the new facility for the first year, since we won't get the full year, we are hoping to add revenue of at least 1,500 to 1,800 crores.
So organic growth, if you strip out the extra capacity which is coming on stream, what would the organic growth look like? And what about the margins, from the new facility and on a consolidated basis? How should we look at that for the full year?
So as far as the current facility is concerned, we are sweating our asset fully. So at the current facility level, I think 3,000 crores is the fair expected revenue that we can look at on a year-on-year basis, maybe a percent here or there. Because in manufacturing, honestly, the amount of capacity that you have does determine your revenue. And we've been using our capacity consistently over the last 3-4 years at more than 95-96% capacity utilization. As far as the new facility is concerned, we are definitely seeing an improvement of margins. We have a lower OPEX cost, plus we're going closer to the customer. So we hope to be the preferred choice of supplier for our customers in North India, who we've been dealing it for more than a decade now. And lower OPEX costs and some other benefits that we have there should add to our EBITDA margins.
Right. Sammir, the last time you spoke to us in April, you had mentioned that demand in India has been fairly robust over the last 2 quarters. Has that continued in this quarter as well? And you had also mentioned that you're looking to increase your share of exports. Does that happen this year from 5%, say, to around 7 to 8%?
So the demand has been robust, and that's very visible in our EBITDA margins. The EBITDA margin in Q3 was about 7.8%, whereas in Q4, it's firmed up to 9.2%. And with the same kind of revenue, the increase of margins is only because of the robust demand. As far as exports is concerned, we are surely seeing a lot of tailwinds, with the FTA that we have with the United Kingdom. Also, all the tariff advantage that the textile industry is seeing between US and India should help improve exports in the coming year for sure.
Do you think margins, Sammir, can hit double digit this year?
Yes, we are very hopeful to have double-digit margin this year. Yes, we are quite there, close to 9.2.
You're close, yeah.
In the last quarter, so we are very hopeful.
And what about debt? Sammir, you had mentioned that once all the plants and the repayments and all of that is done, your debt will stand at around 1100 crores. Do you expect to bring that down further into FY26 as the year ends?
No, FY26, we won't be able to bring it down. We will be in the range of 1100, 1200 crores. But moving ahead with the repayments that are scheduled, we should be lowering it in the years to come.
So in FY27, where do you see that number?
I think at about 1,900 to 1,000 crores. Our peak debt should be around 1,200, which will be more towards this year and the beginning of next year.
All right, Sammir, thank you so much for sparing time joining us today. Wish you good luck for the rest of the year as well. Management there of Sanathan Textiles on the road ahead. Take a short break. On the other side, we discuss market technicals. Apurva Sheth of Samco Securities joins in for a quick chart check. The markets have recovered significantly from the lows of the day. Stay tuned.